What's going on, guys? Stray964 here today, and today I'm going to be reacting to the narration of Butterfly's MLP fanfic reading, and this is a Grimdark fanfiction. I have no clue what to expect from this fanfiction. All I know about it is that from the thumbnail, it looks like it's a Fluttershy dark fanfiction. I have no clue what this is going to be about. So I truly do not know what to expect. But it's by the Lost Narrator, and I have reacted to Rainbow Factory. And even though I didn't actually react to Cupcakes, it was pretty gruesome. So the Lost Narrator has not disappointed me one time yet. So they should be interesting and kind of disturbing, because from what I've heard, this is one of the top Fluttershy-based dark fics. So I don't know. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's get this party started.
Warning. The following reading contains subject matter that some listeners might find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised.
So it's the same thing.
I brought cupcakes!
Oh no.
He dropped the picnic basket onto the ground and jumped around Fluttershy in ecstatic joy. The yellow Pegasus looked away bashfully.
Oh, Pinky, you didn't have to. You always make the best cupcakes, though.
The pink party pony giggled and held up a white lemon frosted treat.
It's the secret ingredients I use. Here, I made this one just for you. I just know you're going to love it.
Is this a runoff
Fluttershy
of
smiled gently and
Cupcakes?
took a shy sniff at the cupcake.
Oh no.
It looks delicious. I'll save it for later, if you don't mind. I want to savor every bite.
Oh gosh.
Fluttershy turned around and walked inside. Pinky picked up the basket of cupcakes and followed, jumping around eagerly.
Oh, you said that you wanted to show me something? What is it? What is it? Is it inside?
Fluttershy led the jumping pony into her cozy cottage. It was a wonderful sunny day, and the cottage was full of life as small critters ran in and out of the windows, doors, and holes, playing and frolicking in the warm summer air, while birds were singing in the rafters. Pinky spun around and around, almost falling over on her hooves in excitement. Fluttershy stopped in front of a stone oven.
Okay, so we kind of got
her
a
head.
slightly good opening.
You want to bake?
Fluttershy chuckled softly.
Of course not, Pinky. I knew I could count on you to bring something to eat, even if you didn't have to. Hold on.
The Pegasus ruffled her feathery wings a little and pushed against the side of the heavy oven. With a slow grating noise, the oven slid to the side,
It's a
revealing
good.
a secret trap door beneath. Pinky stared with wide eyes.
That's a good sound effect.
Super secret slider with big spaces. What's down there? Is it a secret superhero lair? Are you a secret superhero?
Fluttershy opened the trap door, revealing a flight of stairs.
Oh
That
no.
would make a terrible superhero, don't you think, Pinky?
I think I might know what this
The yellow
is.
Pegasus lowered her head,
Oh
ears as
no.
far back as they could go, and a perfectly good imitation of her usual timid self.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Mugger. I'm sorry. Would you be so kind as to not beat up that old mare? You know, if you wouldn't mind.
Pinky snorted and fell over on her side in laughter.
Oh, classic Pinky.
Fluttershy blushed and gestured for the stairs.
Oh no. Into the darkness.
The two ponies walked down the
If
old
this is
stairs.
a
Fluttershy was leading the way. A musty old
Fluttershy
car
version
whistled
of
from below.
Cupcakes, this is gonna be
They
fun.
came to a heavy wooden door. Fluttershy paused in front of it and turned to Pinky.
I want to show you something, Pinky.
Oh no.
It is my most prized collection. I don't show it to many ponies.
What kind
I
of
want to show it
collection?
you because you're special.
The yellow Pegasus blushed again.
And it would make me so happy to know that you like it too.
Pinky gave Fluttershy
Sorry.
a friendly pat on the mane.
Aw, Fluttershy, you
Okay, I really...
pushed the door open and allowed Pinky to walk inside. Pinky didn't notice Fluttershy lock the door behind them as she gazed down the dark, winding tunnel before her.
Still good sound effects, good audio.
Fluttershy walked
Oh,
beside
no.
Pinky and smiled at her.
Oh yes, it has to be. You don't want to disturb
Reminds me of Mark Hyder's thing. Oh,
Pinky looked at
yes.
Fluttershy as the yellow Pegasus
What
trotted
the
along.
heck?
critters?
Pinky followed, her usual eagerness a little muted by the ambience. Up ahead, Fluttershy stopped and turned to Pinky, looking expectantly at the pink pony.
Okay, from the
Pinky
artwork,
trotted
it
up
looks
to her
like
and stopped,
she's
her
holding
eyes drawn to the
a butterfly.
alcoves on both sides.
Oh gosh.
Huge clusters of cocoons hung from the walls and ceilings of the recesses. Pinky edged a little away from the silver
What?
conglomerations.
Don't be afraid. Not too long now, and they'll break free of their protective shells and greet the day as beautiful butterflies.
Pinky smiled a little uncertainly.
I like butterflies.
Fluttershy beamed.
Oh
happily.
gosh.
I knew you'd understand.
I really hope this is not what I think it is.
Fluttershy led on down the
Because
tunnel
if it's
and
what I think
stopped
it is,
at another set
she's
of
trapped
alcoves
and they're gonna eat Pinky
where a large
alive.
gathering of larvae
But
were crawling all over
butterflies
each
aren't
other.
carnivores.
Some of them had begun to form cocoons.
Oh my, these are almost done feeding. Now they'll begin their slow metamorphosis. It's spectacular.
Excellent sound effects.
Pinky bit her lip and tried
Gosh.
to stay exactly in the middle of the tunnel, as far away from the creepy crawlies as possible.
Feeding?
Fluttershy nodded
They're
enthusiastically.
feeding.
Of course. Every living thing needs to feed.
Duh.
I'll show you.
Pinky backed away slowly.
It's alright. We could go eat cupcakes outside and, watch butterflies?
Fluttershy stopped and looked back at Pinky with a hurt look.
Come on, Pinky. I wanted this to be special.
21
Pinky
minutes
felt a
long
stab of
too,
guilt.
huh?
Fluttershy had decided to show Pinky her secret passion because she hoped Pinky would
gosh.
understand and that she would like it too. Pinky took a deep breath and continued on, trying to put a smile on for Fluttershy. She didn't want to let down a friend,
This
even if it
isn't...
was a little creepy and filled with crawlies down here. They were just insects. Nothing
Oh
more.
gosh.
Once it was all over, they could go out
Right.
and laugh in the sunlight, and it would all be good fun. Pinky
I
tried
really
to
do
not
think
look
this is what I
hesitant
think it is,
she
and
knew
oh
would be in the
gosh.
next alcoves. She tried to smile and pretend that it was all greatly fascinating, while keeping her eyes on the floor. But the Pegasus insisted on making Pinky look. Pinky glanced at the alcoves on her left, trying to shut off her mind. It could be easy. She did it so often. But she couldn't stop staring now. Her eyes had locked themselves upon something of which her screaming mind refused to acknowledge. From the crawling mass of creepy things, something stuck out. Pinky's voice broke.
Oh,
A pathetic muffled scream was all that came from her mouth at the sight of a bloody hoof. Flesh peeled off from the bone. She stumbled.
oh, it's exactly
her
what I
eyes moving
thought
back
it
and forth
was.
between the gruesome object and the yellow Pegasus. Fluttershy gave her a broken look, her large cyan eyes pleading at her.
I thought you'd like my collection. I thought you'd understand.
Oh no.
Pinky shrank and cowered before the Pegasus, unable to turn away from her gaze.
I thought you were my friend, Pinky.
Oh
The
gosh.
party pony felt her heart sink.
It's just a noise.
She looked down in shame.
I'm sorry, Fluttershy.
She heard herself say.
Okay,
She
so
saw herself almost as if in a dream.
I know exactly what is going on here,
following
and it's
the
exactly what I
pony.
thought.
Fluttershy beamed
Oh.
happily.
I knew you'd understand.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have so much to show you.
Sorry, it's just my
You'll
hair.
love it, and it'll be so special.
Oh.
Pinky's mind reeled in horror as the two ponies continued through the tunnel. Every step, she wanted to turn around and run.
Uh-huh.
Find some pony,
Sorry.
any pony else. to find sunlight and safety. But her legs did not answer, and her eyes gazed involuntarily at the gruesome sight as they paused at another pair of alcoves. Little white grubs crawling all over the remains of a minty unicorn, burrowing in and out of the rotting flesh hanging from
Oh
the bone.
gosh.
Nothing remained.
Yeah,
but
this is
Kia and
exactly
the unicorn.
what I thought it was gonna
But
be.
Pinkie couldn't help
It's
but
a
think of
secret
a sweet
place where
cartoon
ponies are
book.
lured
When had she
and
last heard of
eaten
it?
alive by bugs.
Seemed like long ago
This is
now.
exactly what I thought it was gonna be. I don't know if it's butterflies.
Fluttershy's voice barely
See, I
registered
don't
in
think
Pinkie's
butterflies
voice.
are
Isn't it wonderful?
consumers
All
or
this new life
decomposers.
all in one big cycle. It's just beautiful.
Ugh.
It was sickening. Pinkie's stomach churned,
Mhm.
and she felt the bitter taste of acid as she threw up on the floor.
Oh, come on,
Fluttershy
Pinky.
continued
If you can
on,
take the cupcakes
undeterred.
crap,
Her voice
this
more
should
eager than
be
ever.
cake to you. No pun intended.
You'll love this. I know you will. This is my latest.
I don't know if this is a.
It's absolutely stunning.
I
It was meant for you.
don't know if this is
Pinkie
based
stumbled,
off of
her mind trying
just
to
after the
regain control of
cupcakes
her
thing,
legs.
but
She had to flee.
uh,
She had to get out, whatever it took.
oh come on.
Slowly, she turned around and found herself running. She could barely see in the
Oh,
darkness, but her legs carried her like the wind, past the alcoves of horror back towards the stairs.
oh no.
The door came at her in the darkness, and she scrambled at it to no avail. Crying, she threw herself against the barrier. She wanted to get out. This wasn't funny. This wasn't beautiful.
This is a nightmare.
She heard the little clip-clop as the yellow Pegasus landed behind her.
Clip
She fell
clop.
down and hid her face under her hooves,
Ooh, ouch.
closing her eyes tightly.
No, I don't want to see. Let me go. I don't need to see. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. I'll say anything. Just let me go.
Good voice acting. That'll be interesting to find out who
Fluttershy
this
put a hoof
is.
against the stone floor.
I'm disappointed, Pinkie. I show you my most treasured work, my greatest collection.
Oh my
Pinkie felt
gosh.
herself unwillingly turning to face the Pegasus. She didn't want to. She wanted to get out. She never wanted to see a butterfly again. in
Yep,
all
it's
of her life.
butterflies.
Her eyes met
Oh.
Fluttershy's, and her heart sank.
Are butterflies decomposers
You hurt me
though?
deeply,
I think that's the
Pinkie,
right term.
But I know you didn't mean to.
Or composers.
Now come. When you see my latest work, I know you'll understand.
Oh gosh.
Once more, Pinkie felt herself following, unable to resist.
Seriously, what
Come on.
episode of My Little
Past
Pony
the vistas
inspired
of
this?
crawling flesh. Fluttershy paused up ahead.
The best night ever?
Her deep cyan eyes were shining through the darkness. Pinkie couldn't escape their command. She wanted to close hers. She didn't want to look. But with every step, she got closer to Fluttershy, closer to whatever horror the Pegasus considered her latest masterpiece. A gift? Pinkie stopped in front of Fluttershy. Her mind fought against the compulsion to look up at the alcoves. Yet, inch by inch, her head turned as if pulled by an invisible force. Pinkie sat down heavily with a silent
Sorry.
shriek of agony. No, this wasn't real. It couldn't be.
Oh gosh.
Fluttershy smiled at her.
I know you were very close, so I wanted her to be here for you. She was dear to me too, you know.
Rainbow Dash?
I was a little jealous, but now I'm just so happy.
No,
Pinkie couldn't take her eyes away. She felt her heart break into 1,000 little pieces.
No, not my Dashie.
oh, it is
Little
Rainbow
blue
Dash.
Pegasus with a rainbow-striped mane stared
Oh.
at Pinkie with empty eyes. A look of complete and indescribable terror and agony written across her once beautiful face.
She's truly a wonder, isn't she? Not a wonderful, sadly enough, but she could never
Serious-
leave anyway.
Seriously, shouldn't there...
Explanation for her disappearance.
When they open that up, wouldn't there be a smell of death?
Letters she sent you.
Pinkie recalled the acceptance letter.
So this
from
doesn't take
Wonderful,
place after Cupcakes.
the letters from Rainbow Dash that followed.
Something tells
They
me
were
it is
proud and full of
related
joy.
or inspired by
The
it.
promise that they would soon be together again.
It's just the
She cried. It was too much for her to bear. She looked up at her beloved rainbow. A gasp escaped her as the Pegasus face and wings
Pinky Dash by any chance?
She's alive?
She cried and jumped up. For a fleeting moment, all she could think about was getting her Dashie down.
Oh my gosh!
She'd save her. She'd do something. Fluttershy's voice didn't reach her.
Oh, I think the little ones are about to come out. This is absolutely perfect.
Pinky stomped right in front of Rainbow Dash's body as the first burst from the Pegasus' empty eyes in a flow of blood and yellow pus. The entire
Oh,
body
God.
was writhing with life, little worms visible under the skin. Pinky merely screamed and screamed. Pinky woke up to a bright light above her. A scream immediately escaped her mouth.
Oh my
Turned over
gosh.
from what she desperately hoped was a nightmare. It had to be a nightmare. It just had to be.
Please let it be a nightmare.
Okay, now this is turning into
She
Cupcakes
knew
for
it
sure.
wasn't.
Only
It
just
had been
in a
too
more
late. She had to get out.
Ugh.
She had to get away.
slowly
It was the only
being
thought on
eaten
her mind.
alive type
She
of way.
tried to move.
That's what it's turning into.
She couldn't feel her hind legs.
Oh gosh.
Fluttershy's voice sounded somewhere behind her.
Epidural?
I am so very sorry, but I couldn't have you running away again. Rainbow Dash was even worse. Pegasus ponies can be so difficult.
Flying.
I had to sever her spine above her wings, you know.
Oh.
Didn't
Oh.
take some of the experience away. I would prefer
Why?
to sever
Why is Rainbow Dash always a victim?
Tell me out there, Pinky.
Why?
So, you can have your upper body.
Pinky struggled. She could see her legs, but there was no feeling, no response. She cried.
Oh god.
Her voice broke.
Yeah, this is definitely
Tears streamed
inspired
down
off
her
of
face.
Cupcakes for sure, because
Beside her,
just this,
smiling.
just the way that this is portrayed.
Transformation, Pinky. Something very few ponies get to experience in life.
She
Metaphor.
held up a scalpel, carefully checking the blade.
Oh no.
Ponies never think about death. They're sheltered from it by a culture which abhors it and tries to hide its wonders. I saw the light myself only a year ago when I was trotting through the forest.
Pinky continued to
Okay.
struggle and plea. She didn't really listen to Fluttershy, but the yellow Pegasus continued anyway, as she considered Pinkie Pie's body.
I came across the body of a pony who had died. Of what I could not tell, but she was lying there in the forest, and I noticed how all the little crawlies of the forest floor had invaded her corpse. I realized what death really means. A transformation, Pinky. Most ponies die and are buried, and they never get to experience that transformation. And no pony else sees the transformation either, because it all happens down in the grave. I wanted to bring the beauty of the transformation.
I don't know who's crying. I don't know if that's part of the flashback or if that's Pinky actually talking,
Can't you see?
pleading.
One day, everyone will see and marvel too.
Pinkie cried as Fluttershy stood above her,
That was probably
holding
Pinky.
the scalpel.
Oh gosh. This is even how it started in Cupcakes.
Let me go. It's not fun. Please.
Fluttershy's deep eyes met
Good voice acting, good
Pinkie felt powerless,
dramatic.
helpless.
This is the type of voice acting that I like. The one where there's a lot of feeling.
A pink spotted swallowtail for you. I hope you will agree that it fits you well.
Oh
It's
no.
such a lovely butterfly. It was very difficult. to
Can't
find
feel
on
her
this
hind
part,
legs. Does that mean she
but I
gave her an
did it
epidural?
for
Because
you.
that part
I really think it's perfect.
exists in
Pinkie Pie wanted
Cupcakes
to
as well.
scream,
When
but
Rainbow
all she could
Dash
do was
gets her
helplessly
guts
cry
taken
as the
out.
yellow Pegasus placed the sharp blade of the scalpel against her tummy.
Oh no.
Don't worry. You won't feel much. Dr. Fluttershy knows what she's doing.
Oh
The
no.
Pegasus smiled, her cyan eyes never straying far from Pinkie's, as the blade cut cleanly through her flesh.
God.
Pinkie breathed heavily as she watched, unable to turn away. She couldn't feel much. The blade was extremely sharp,
The
The terror gripped her mind.
the freaking sound effect.
Fluttershy smiled, her deep eyes holding Pinkie paralyzed in place.
I am going to plant the eggs in your intestines. It's warm and cozy there.
Oh.
To make room for them to grow big and strong. Think of it as having hundreds, thousands maybe, of little children. Isn't it wonderful? And Rainbow will be there with you. Oh, isn't it perfect? I'm so happy for both of you.
I'm shaking.
Yellow Pegasus was
I'm
practically
shaking.
glowing with twisted glee.
Oh my
Hooves.
gosh.
Fluttershy expertly opened up Pinkie's stomach, exposing the intestines. She had done it so many times now. First on small animals. She knew where and how to cut. Pinkie Pie had passed out.
I actually would not
Usually did.
doubt that.
Fluttershy smiled and hummed a little tune as she carefully dug her hooves into Pinkie Pie's warm, bloody innards, finding the perfect spot to place the eggs,
Oh, gross.
stitching the party pony back up.
Gross. Oh. Is
Pinkie Pie woke up with a
nope,
shriek.
that's not it.
Her throat felt like sand. She had been screaming and crying so long. She was hanging from strong chains, her legs dangling uselessly beneath her like a weight of lead. It was dark, but across the tunnel from her, she could make out Rainbow Dash's decaying body.
Oh
Between
gosh.
Dash's face was a living colony of crawling larvae now.
Oh.
From her mouth and eyes, like streams of red and yellow. Pinkie felt her stomach turn violently as she threw up over herself. She couldn't watch. Her voice was but a whisper. She coughed and looked down the line of stitches grazing her stomach.
Oh
She could
gosh.
feel them
Oh god.
burning slowly into her gut. Or was it her imagination? Soon, it would all be too real. Pinkie Pie cried quietly in the dark.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, Dash. I'm sorry I never told you that I love you.
Oh, whoa. Yep. Pinky Dash. Pinky Dash. You'll be able to. Okay. Voicing a Fluttershy, a Cape Bug. Was a little off, but not bad. Magpie Pony. Oh, wow. Wow. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I gotta pull myself together. Pull yourself together, Sparrow. Come on. Come on. Holy. Oh. Oh, wow. That was... That could've... That was... Hold the language back. That was worse than Cupcakes. I'm sorry, but that was worse. I mean, that one was actually more of... it was more gruesome. Not as descriptive, but more gruesome. I mean, the way that all the victims were dying, they were being eaten alive from the inside. Oh my. Being eaten alive. Oh. Being decomposed by butterflies from the inside of your body. I'm sorry, that beats Cupcakes in my opinion. It does. I mean, that is slow as heck death. That is just a terrible way to die. And would take forever. Depending on how many eggs were actually planted in there. This was inspired off of Cupcakes, though, I can tell. The way that the part where oh, sorry, I'm trying to keep myself together here. The part where Fluttershy has Pinkie locked up and then goes inside of her to plant the eggs. That's very Cupcakes related, my bad. Oh my gosh. But this reaction had me shaking and so close to crying. I was almost crying. Oh gosh. Dang. Oh. Ugh. I almost got sick. Coffee, please. Just the sound effects are so realistic. So I love how the not lost narrator can actually get you. She can actually make you feel that it's real, and that's what she's known for. Making you feel as if the thing is absolutely real. Which, excellent job. That was excellent. As far as the sound effects, and I go, not the story. That was up. That was effed up. That's what I'll say right there. Effed up. That's exactly what that was. Oh my god. And I'm sorry, it was worse than Cupcakes. To me, it was. Because it was just so gruesome and more torturous. I mean, I don't even know if that's a word, but the torture is just, she doesn't even torture. Excuse me. She doesn't even torture. All she does is just shows her examples of what is happening down there. The bodies are slowly being decomposed by insects, which I'd actually have to look that up, if butterflies are decomposers. I don't know if they are or not, to be honest. And I know, I'm at a school, I should know these things, but I'm pretty sure that the fanfiction writer did do the research. But I don't know if butterflies actually are decomposers. I think they might be, but I'm not sure. But think about it. If you're a butterfly and you're in the stomach of somebody, some pony, where do you have to go? You gotta get out. So how are you gonna get out? You're gonna eat them alive. Oh my god. Slowly being decomposed from the inside, that is definitely enough to be Cupcakes right there. That is enough. That is enough to be Cupcakes and Rainbow Factory. In my opinion, that was worse. So, once again, I will say it. Excellent job by the voice actors. Great job. You really, really, really did a good job with the voice acting. You added the dramatics that needed to be there, the feeling, all the stuff that needs to be there. It was there. My gosh, I'm shaking. You had me gagging quite a few times. When in Cupcakes, the only place where I'm actually gagging is the part where she cuts her open and takes out her stomach, her pancreas, blah blah blah. The stuff that needs to be taken out for the Cupcakes, I guess. I thought it was a runoff of Cupcakes, but apparently not. Seeing Rainbow Dash was killed by Pinky in Cupcakes. This one, she was being eaten alive by insects. Lovely. It was inspired off of Cupcakes. I mean, you could tell that for sure. But that was messed up. And a terrible way to die. And it would take forever. It would. But, oh gosh. Voice acting was perfect. Sound effects, great. Oh, it's just the story that is messed up. That's all. Everything else, excellent. Artwork. There could have been more artwork. In my opinion, there could have been more artwork. Because even though it's described very well, there just could have been more artwork in my opinion. There's two pictures. One of Fluttershy's cottage and one of her taking her into the secret lair where she kills ponies. Well, she doesn't kill them. The insects do. They just do what they were born to do, decompose. Oh gosh. Ugh. I'm trying so hard to keep myself together, but it's hard. Just after listening to that. Oh, so hard. But I'm gonna try and just keep myself together. Voice acting excellent. Pictures perfect. Sound effects awesome. Music good. She kept me thinking it was the real deal. So, excellent job by the last narrator. There will be a link in the description to her channel. So, well, to the video. But that's all for now, guys, and until next time, take care, and Spare Nights 42 out for now. Ugh, why do I do these things? It's for your sake, remember that. Bye-bye for now.